Senator John Barrasso, chairman of the Senate Republican Conference, also serves on the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, good morning to you after a late night last night. Thank you for being here. Are you coming around to this idea on Syria, or where are you today on that, sir?
Well, thank you very much, Bill. You know, yesterday the commander of CENTCOM talked about the fact that we've gone from over 30,000 square miles to just 20,000 square miles that ISIS occupies. And that's because of the American presence. It's because what our brave men and women have done on the ground in Syria. I support the president's efforts to get our troops home as soon as we can. You want to do it as safely as we can, because we don't want ISIS to be able to raise its ugly head again. We need to fight them there so we don't have to fight them here. We've done a great job. Senator, we have a little more work to do.
Is he listening to that argument?
Well, I think the president is listening to that argument. He made an announcement about bringing troops home, but he has not now set a date definite to do it. I think it's important to leave some stay-behind troops to make sure ISIS doesn't reform.
Let's move from Syria further east to Afghanistan, when he remarked this way last night in the House chamber.
My administration is holding constructive talks with a number of Afghan groups, including the Taliban. We do not know whether we'll achieve an agreement, but we do know that after 2 decades of war, the hour has come to at least try for peace.
A similar argument, Senator. 18
well,
years
I think it's
on.
important to Yes, I think it's important to listen to the men and women in the field. I think it's a great idea that President Trump went overseas Christmas to be with the troops. I agree with the president. They are now coming to the table, but it's because of the force of the United States military. We have rebuilt our military. We are strong. We are effective. You see it not just there, but you see it around the world. NATO contributed $100 billion additional because of the strength of this president. So we continue to negotiate from a position of strength.
What did you think of this phrase? Great nations don't fight endless wars.
Well, sometimes and usually great nations are attacked endlessly, and we need to continue to protect ourselves, our borders, our nations. If we want to be safe and secure at home, we need a world that is peaceful and stable. And that's why what the president announced with regard to North Korea and the summit coming up again, this meeting in Vietnam, I think is so critically important to continue our safety and security at home.
Do you expect success from that in denying Vietnam?
Well, you know, you and I talked before the first summit, and I called this a rodeo and a roller coaster, lots of ups and downs. But Rocket Man hasn't been Rocket Man now for almost a year, and it's because of the strength of President Trump. And now the leader of North Korea knows how serious we are in terms of sanctions, in terms of continued military exercises, and our ability to continue to show that strength.
Last question. I don't know what you felt overall about last night, but Sarah Sanders just yesterday said yet again the Democrats need to make a choice. Do they love the country more than they hate the president? How real is that feeling in the halls of Congress today?
Well, you know, you see it. I think the president was right. The state of the nation is strong. We're strong economically. We're strong militarily. We're strong politically, at home and around the world. But you could see it when some people on the far left, this hard left turn that the Democrats are taking, they wouldn't even stand up against socialism. They wouldn't stand up against late-term abortions. They are going so far to the left, and you see that lead by their presidential candidates on the left. It seems that they have lost touch with the American people and are just going so far off with this hard left turn from a policy standpoint.
Senator, thank you for your time. We've got a lot more to talk about. Please come back, okay? And we shall.
Thanks, Bill.
John
Sure
Barrasso,
will.
the Republican senator from Wyoming. Thank you.